With all the recent hype around Wonderlands taking center stage, I almost forgot the Borderlands movie is due to release sometime in the near future. And after doing a little bit of research, I think everyone else has forgotten about it too. Anyways, that got me thinking, what are some things that I would really want to see in a Borderlands movie? And after a little bit of thought, I put together a list of 5 things that I would definitely want to see in this movie. So let's go ahead and get started with number 5. In at number 5, I have memes. So, okay, hear me out. I do want a little bit of fan service, obviously, right? But the real fans are already going to be watching this movie. Okay, we need to think of newer fans to the franchise, and we can't really overdo anything because they may not be in on it. Now, Claptrap not being able to go upstairs is going to be freaking hilarious. But seeing Roland die from having left his shield on the nightstand, not so much. Memes can also help with hype after the initial release and provide a lot of social media fodder and some timeless GIFs. If there's a specific character or scene that sticks out from the movie, even better. In at number 4, we have story. The movie needs to tell its own balanced story and have the tone set early. Mix the insanity with the sincere. Touch on the fact that yes, the world of Pandora and most of its residents are nuts, but there should still be human emotions that are tied into the plot. Most existing fans appreciate all the sad moments in the franchise way more than the funny or awkward, but without a balance, you can get bored really quickly. Also, I don't want any fourth wall breaking or excessive potty humor that can take you out of the moment. Yes, it's Borderlands, and it's just a cheeky franchise about legendary looting and shooting. But if we dip into this silly and surreal too quickly, we may lose casual viewers' interest. If all goes well, we should hopefully see an increase in player base after the movie's release, and increase the chances we get a sequel. Additionally, there's always a chance of subplots that might get continued in the form of DLC, another spin-off game like Tales from the Borderlands, or maybe even another board game. Basically, there's a lot riding on this movie's success, and a memorable or clever story will go a long way towards helping the franchise continue to thrive. Number 3 on the list, I have character arcs. This does tie into the previous point, but it can also be viewed separately from the story or the plot. For instance, most fans don't remember exactly why, but they think Handsome Jack is the best villain ever, right? Ava gets a lot of hate, but mainly because what little character development she had was just not enjoyable to watch unfold. Since there are quite a few main characters already announced, and we aren't exactly sure which way the plot will lean, it will be tough both introducing characters to newer viewers and making them interesting enough to care about. If I had to guess, considering Eli Roth's previous directorial outings, this movie will be heavy on the violence and mayhem with strong cinematography and some comedic moments sprinkled in for good measure. This seems like a fairly safe move if the script leans closer towards action horror, since that genre is notoriously profitable regardless of production quality. We are going to need a very strong villain, a complicated villain, a misunderstood villain would be nice, someone who isn't outright diabolical. In at number 2, we have the guns. This franchise is known for its crazy weapon types, insane manufacturers, crazy interactions. All that nonsense needs to be captured on screen. I need animations and mechanics thought out. I need them to look realistic and be part of the story. I am totally expecting there to be some fan favorites in there. Hyperion Loader 1340 or a TDR Pat Mark II would be nice. They have talking modules, so that could be kind of interesting to see on screen. If the goddamn Lyuda is in there, I will lose my mind is all I'm saying. And in at number 1, I have music and environment. The Borderlands franchise is known for having amazing music and some very wild locations to get lost in. This soundtrack and the cinematography must absolutely shred. Every single fan can remember the title screen music, boss fight music, even dynamic mobbing sections. I'm looking at you, Anvil. I hate you. Oh, what about your favorite raid or your takedowns? You know you can hear this music in your head right now. Don't even lie. Now imagine those scenarios without music or the environment, and that experience would definitely suffer. I'm going to be very curious to see if there's a Borderlands theme pervasive throughout the movie, or if maybe as characters are introduced, there's just a straight up over the top Guy Ritchie type intro scene, just like in the games. It will also be pretty tough to pull off the barren yet somehow thriving world of Pandora and not have it seem too small on screen. Okay. Now I thought of one. This would be a special bonus. Okay, this is like an extra one I thought of while I was writing this up. What if we also had a Halloween release? Ooh. Now I do want the movie to come out as soon as possible, right? But a Halloween release means it will be seasonally replayable, even if the movie flops. Also, merch. Who's not gonna want to look like Tiny Tina in October? Get out of here. So yeah, that's my list of 5 or 6 things that I think the Borderlands movie needs to be successful. What are your thoughts, man? What did I miss? Do you agree with some of these? Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what I got wrong. Thanks for watching. Be well and happy farming.